What's up, guys? I was recently asked the ultimate question, which is, how do I resample bass? And it's funny because I've just recently, me and my friend actually, we've been messing with resampling and trying to, I guess, get our own method of doing it. Because, I mean, everybody has their own way of doing it. So I thought I'd make a video. I can't really tell you how to do it. I'm just going to show you how I do it, and I mean, if you want to use the same methods I use, that's cool. I don't know what the sound's going to sound like today. I don't know what it's going to come out sounding. If it sounds crappy, then, I mean, it sounds crappy. I'm just going to show you the process of it. It might not sound good, but, like, let me tell you this. Each effect you put on it will come out differently. It could come out, okay, say you put a phaser on first. You export it, then re-import it, and you put a more distortion-y, and then like maybe a flanger or something, and then you re-export it. If you would have done that the other way around, it would have sounded totally different. So it matters what order you put it in. I mean, like, that determines the sound. Like, you can get a completely different sound if you like did it the other way around, is what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's not a certain order you need to do it in, because I mean, resampling, you're just sort of, you're going with the flow, really. You keep doing stuff to it to get it the way you like it, the way you want it to sound. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's going to sound good today when I do this, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And if it doesn't sound good, then that's cool, because I mean, like, it doesn't always sound good. I mean, I keep messing with stuff till I find something I like, and it takes a while usually. So I mean, you're probably going to have to do the same thing. I'm just showing you how I do it and the workflow of it. So I'm going to be using a plugin called Albino 3. It looks like this. It's big. And I'm going to be using a preset in it. So if you have Albino, I mean, you can follow along pretty easily with what I'm doing. I had a certain preset I wanted to use. Maybe it's in here. Let me see. And it's important when you're resampling, make sure you do, I would stick with this key right here, or maybe whatever you do, you can drop it an octave if you need to, but stick at the this one right here, this like C5, C4. You see what I'm saying? So let me see, it's not that one. Okay, so I found something that I guess I'm gonna, this is the original sound. I'm gonna try to make that into something, I don't know what. We'll find out soon enough. But this is what it is. It's under drum. Oh crap! It's under drum and bass presets, and go down to the Hoove, drum and bass Hoove, and that's what you get. And before I export it, I'm actually going to put a little bit of fruity fast distortion on it, and I'm going to turn the post down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that's good enough for me. And now, basically, we start the whole process of dragging it in, and I mean, you just keep putting it in. I mean, there might be a faster way of doing this, but this is just how I've been doing it, so yeah. And go ahead and export that anywhere you'd like. I'm just going to put it into my documents real quick. Go ahead and drag that back in. And that's what it looks like so far. And okay, this is how I was sort of messing with it before. I'm going to put it on FX channel 1, right? And this is how I'm going to set channel 1 up. You don't have to do it like this. I just kind of, I like having this because you have different layers of it, and I mean, it makes it sound a little, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to rename this to bass in, change the color of it. Actually, no, I'm not going to change the color. I'm going to name this to bass, yeah, bass out. And then those are just low, mid, and high. So what I'm going to do, on bass in, I'm going to turn off, I don't want it linked up to the master channel, so I'm going to click this little, it looks like a flag sort of, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to link it up to 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4, just like that. And now I'm going to go to each 2, and I'm going to unlink it to that and link it to bass out. I'm gonna do that on each 2, 3, and 4. Oops. 4. And by the way, guys, like I said, you don't always have to do this. I mean, you just toy around with it. And this sound probably doesn't have any highs, but it doesn't matter, whatever. And on each one, I'm gonna throw a fruity multiband compressor, and on the low one, which is 2, I'm gonna turn down the mids and the highs. Leave the low. I'm gonna boost the lows a little bit, and then on 3, I'm gonna do the same thing except boost the mids, turn down the lows and highs. Obviously, actually, I'm gonna leave the highs on this one because I don't think there's gonna be much high. Let's see. Oh wait. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what is going on here? This is linked. Oh. Okay, I see what I did. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, and by the way, make sure you turn off your fast distortion. Okay, so we have our sound linked up correctly, and everything's linked to this bass out. So it goes into the bass in, then goes to the lows, mids, highs, which the highs are, I mean, there's not much high in it, you can tell. And then they all link up to bass out, which links up to the master again. Okay, so we got our multiband compressors on there. I showed you what to do. On each one, you boost whatever it is that you need to boost, obviously. Okay. Now it's time to add effects. And you're gonna want to most of the effects are gonna be on channel 3. And to start off, guys, I'm gonna put a phaser on. Let's see. Where is my fruity phaser? And let's see what it sounds like. And I'm also going to add a little more distortion with fruity fast distortion. You can also use Homicide. Homicide's an awesome plugin, but I'm just gonna try to use as many of the stock fruity plugins as I can, just for this tutorial. So let me just turn that down. It's gonna be loud. And I'm not really liking the way that sounds yet. Let's see. I also have Bit Crusher. That's not a fruity one, but it's free, so you can easily download that. Let's see, Bit Crusher. Not liking that either, guys. Like I said, it's the process is kind of long, and I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and distort this as well a little bit. I'm really not liking these stock plugins. And I'm also gonna throw a chorus on. Now I'm going to export that, and I'm just going to repeat the process that I just did. Okay, resample 2, start, okay, drag that in. Now we got a different looking waveform, obviously. We've boosted it a lot. And I'm going to put it back on channel 1. It's going to sound weird because I got those effects on it. I think I like that, so I'm going to go ahead and export it again. And see, I mean, if you do that, sometimes you'll find a cool sound. If you leave all the effects on and throw it in the same channel, it'll give you some cool effects. It like boosts it a little more, and I mean, especially when it's a small waveform like that, you're gonna want it to be a little bit louder. So now we got this, and also, guys, I've found cool stuff when I reverse it. So let's just listen to what it sounds like reversed. See if we like that better. And I'm trying to figure out if I like that better or not. I'm not sure yet. Let me just listen to it one more time. I think I'm gonna stick with that, guys. I like that. It's got a I don't know. It's got some. It's kind of weird, but whatever. That's what I'm into. Yeah, so I like that. I like the way that sounds, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on FX channel 1. I'm gonna turn the effects I have on it off for now. And now I'm going to add in a flanger, fruity flanger, and let's see what that gives us. Now I'm going to export that with the fruity flanger, and it has fast distortion on it again. Same process like always, guys. Just make sure you get used to doing this part. Alright, and I'm gonna add another one in. And I'm gonna show you a cool plugin in Fruity Loops that I feel like not enough people take advantage of it. And I mean, I think it's an awesome plugin. It's one of my favorites that's in Fruity Loop for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the bass out channel. Actually, you know, I've never done this, so I'm gonna try it with. Wait, let me just listen to what this sounds like. Wasn't on the channel, sorry. No. Okay. So, I'm gonna try something I haven't tried yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put gross beat in. It's called gross beat, like I said. And what I like to do is, I mean, you can mess with these presets, but I like to keep it on this basic one and sort of just do what I want with it. And what I'm gonna do is you right click anywhere, and it just, I mean, that's what you get. And I right clicked. I'm gonna right click it again, the little dot. I'm gonna pick single curve, and then I'm gonna put it right about there. Then I'm gonna drag this little center piece up, and let's just see what happens. You know what, I think I'd definitely rather it on bass out. So instead of putting it there, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on bass out, so it affects the whole thing. I just thought it might sound weird, and it did sound weird. I didn't like it though. So let's get a single curve again, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna turn this into a single curve, and I'm just gonna see what that sounds like. Let's see. Okay, and let's see. I'm gonna add another chorus to it. Let's see. I'm just gonna try something that might not sound that good, but I think it's worth a try. I'm gonna throw wow on it. Sugar Bites Wow. That's not that costs money, but I feel like for the sake of you guys' ears, you do not want to hear that crappy noise. Yeah, this is a awesome plugin, guys, and if you're going to invest in a plugin, this is definitely one that you should invest in my opinion. Let me turn this on. Okay, so it's a slight difference, but it's gonna make a big difference when it comes to the end. So listen to this. I'm gonna play it without it, then I'm gonna turn it on. You'll see when I do that, okay? And you listen for the difference. I'm sure you can hear the difference in that. I can hear the difference. I've only put it on the mid channel. If I put it on bass out, you'd hear it a lot more, but I just put it on the mids. But it's basically, it's in the vowel mode, so if you could hear like a little more vowel presence, that's why. I'm re-export and import again. It's gonna end up being a long tutorial. Well, I'm trying to go as quick as I can. That's why it sounds like crap, by the way. I mean, if you take your time and sit here and like make sure you see, look at it now, it looks crazy. Okay, and yeah, sorry, I was just kind of messing around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it on the lows, and I'm gonna put this one preset I like, synth bass thick. It's got a low pass on it. Let's just listen. I don't know what this is gonna sound like. It might sound really stupid, but let's just give it a listen. To be honest, I'm not feeling it. I am not feeling that anymore. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure what else to put in it. Okay. To be honest, I think I've showed you enough of like how to exactly like resample a bass. I mean, just throwing different effects on it at different times, resampling it, re-entering it in, export and import, all over and over. So I'm going to show you what to do with it once you have it done down to what you like it to be. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, okay, let me just delete that. Open up a sampler of any kind. I'm going to use Kontakt 5. I'm going to detach it because my screen resolution is bad on this TV. And this is what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's. I don't even know the half of it yet. I just know how to do what I'm doing so far. And I mean, these are some of the basses I've made. They're kind of weird. I'm just gonna use one of these talking ones. This one, I guess. So basically, once you add it in, you have it right here. And if you add multiple, let me just show you what. I have mine all on the same MIDI channel. I like to have mine there so I can play them with the same MIDI. See, I'm playing both of them, but you want to click solo on whichever one you want to use for that plugin or whatever. I'll have more Kontakt tutorials, by the way. There's a lot of stuff to learn in there, and if you want, actually, I'll see if you want to learn it. Like, let me know if you want to learn more about Kontakt and stuff, because I'm learning about it too, and I've learned quite a bit so far. And if you want to learn like something, I don't know, just let me know if you want to learn more about Kontakt, and I will make some more tutorials on Kontakt on its own, because there's quite a bit of stuff you can do. I'm just going to show you what I'm here to do right now. So basically, you got this loaded up, and hopefully, if you listened to me earlier, you use the key, the note that I said to use, so that when you play it on here, it sounds normal. Let's just see. This is my own bass that I made. It's just like a random talking bass. I used the wow filter and a bass that I made in Massive, and then I resampled it a ton with like chorus effects and phasers, and then some wow, like a couple different wows, sugar bite wows. So yeah, I don't remember exactly what it took, but I'm sure it wasn't that hard using wow, because wow's an awesome plugin, like I said. But anyway, now you want this to be able to play via MIDI or piano roll and sound decent. So that's like the main. See, listen to it when it goes down. As you can tell, it gets slower as you go down, and it'll get faster as you go up. You don't want that, especially in a song. Okay, so let's just see. Just for example. And what you're going to want to do is you have these little, once you add it in, you're going to want to go to the one that you have, the one that you're using, which is solo, the little green. Click this little tool button, and you have now this whole little thing pops up with all this. I don't know much how to use all this other stuff, but what I'm going to click on is click on mapping editor first, just to make sure you got it on the right key. Make sure it's on one of the C's. That's what you're going to want it on. Mine's on C3, so that's like it's going to be played normally at, it doesn't even matter, it's any of the C's really, but you want to find it to where it has that perfect pitch that you made it in. Anyways, click on Wave Editor now, and this is basically my control center. Like, this is where I'm basically always at when I'm in Kontakt, because I haven't really explored elsewhere yet. But I click on the sync and slice tab down here and click use Time Machine Pro. So this basically stretches it so that it doesn't so it's the same. It doesn't really, either stretches it or makes it not stretched. So let's just listen to what this is now. And then without it, you get. Oh wait, sorry. Everything is the same length. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how low I drop it, it's gonna stay the same length. It's gonna sound horrible, but it's gonna stay the same length. And for that reason, what I'm like, that's one way you can resample and stuff, but I've decided I'm going to start, when I resample something, I'm going to go ahead and do it for a certain song. And say this is Massive or Albino, the one that I want to resample. Whatever the song notes are, I'm just going to resample each one of the song notes, and I'm going to slice it in Kontakt. And yeah, I'm going to make a whole different tutorial for that. And it's going to be, I'm not going to show you how to resample, I'm just going to show you the process of it. But I would basically space out each note that I want to use in the song. So it'd be something like, I don't know, just something random like that, and I'd space them out so that I have room to like chop them up and slice them. And then here in Kontakt, where I was at the mapping editor, that's where you can I'll make a tutorial for it eventually if you guys want to see more Kontakt tutorials. But yeah, that's basically what you how the process of resampling works for me in FL Studio. If you guys have different methods, feel free to let me know, and I'll try them out. I mean, I just like this way. I mean, I've tried a few other ways, but this way seems, I mean, with my workflow, the way I do things, it just seems the most reasonable for me. But I'm open to suggestions. I mean, feel free to suggest me something, and if I haven't tried it, I'll give it a shot. But yeah, I hope you guys picked something up from this tutorial. It was really long. I'm sorry about that. And yeah, goodbye.